sound. Like I said, when you have ed endings, you have, when you pronounce, you see it with and d. For example, you have the word kicked. Kicked. In this case, you have d. Dance. In this case, you have d there. Okay? So let's look at another word. For example, the sound k. Most of the time you hear it in words like cup, cake, kick, or cross. Go. A go and go. But g has the silent form. When you have words like this, nat, you don't say gnat. No, you don't say gnaw. Okay, so take note. And then we have s in words like cycle. Take note. It doesn't mean all the words that begin with the letter S take the s sound. Because sometimes you have the plural form, boys. And that sounds z. Okay? So you might wonder why JAMB will put that there. After all, it begins with the letter. It has the letter S. So you have boys, girls. So most of the time, in plural words, you do not find the s there. It's silent. Okay? It's silent in that word. Or sheep. You see it? The fact that begins with the letter S doesn't mean you have the s sound. It's not there. Okay? Then we have z in words like nose. This sound is, let's look at the sound ch. This sound is majorly found in most CH words, but there are exceptions. So we have ch. The first example, chief, choose, chair. Okay, you have examples like this. But there are also some times where you do not find the ch in chef, in charade. You don't say charade. In charlatan. You don't say charlatan. It's charlatan. So you have chef, charade, charlatan, chemistry. Chemistry, you have character. Can you see now? For words like chemistry and character, it's the k. Okay? For words like charlatan is sh. For words like charade, sh. For words like chef, sh. So take note, because JAMB would model up these words and test your knowledge on that. So the next one is j. That is heavier than j. Okay, j. Like you're applying pressure when pronouncing that word. But I'll just give you a very interesting clue as to that. Note that j is present in words like rouge, which is, of course, we say the French word red. Then you have judge. It's there. Okay? You find this there. The next is sh. Sh in sash, fish, sachet, and then chef, like I said earlier, charade. You find the sh sound. So most of the time you hear it like that is sh and j. In words like pleasure, measure, genre of literature. There are 3 genres of literature. You find that sound there. Let's look at the next one. Which is, okay, you have that. Now you notice that this sound occurs with words most of the time that begin with letter F. But there are some words again that have the PH, and you'll find it there. For example, you have, as earlier said, photo. Okay? You have find, fig, and finger. Okay? You find the f sound, and then you have v. Now this is off. Take note, when pronouncing this word off, you have the f sound. But when pronouncing v, when you're pronouncing of, it's the schwa and v. Okay? So this sound here is v. Take note. Okay? We move on to these two sounds. They could be confusing, and they are known as your dental sounds. And the. They are dental sounds because when you are articulating them, you put your tongue in between your teeth. So this sound almost sounds like your letter T, and this almost sounds like the letter D. The only thing is they are your labiodentals. So for example, you have thing, the, okay, path, mother. Okay, sounds like the D. You have think, and then father. You have cloth and clothes. Okay, you have bath and bathe. So take note. So you can do this and you can practice thing, the, path, mother. Think, father, cloth, clothes, bath, bathe. So that's how it is. They are called with words that have the TH. So anytime you have a TH, remember your labiodentals. Well, this sounds like your T. This also sounds like the. The only difference is they have the labiodental qualities, which is placing your tongue in between your teeth. Now we have the L sound. The next sound is L. There, you find it in most words like look, bottle, bubble, milk, and many others too as well. You have R sound. This sound is R. This R sound does not end words. So when you have something like this near, have that at the back of your mind that you do not find or articulate R at the end. Okay? Car. You do not articulate the R sound. It's only in American English where they say car and then this is articulated. But for British, this sound is not articulated. So you have car. Like that, okay? Have that at the back of your mind. So this is R. This sound occurs most times with WH and R by itself, okay? So you have words like white, right, ring, to ring a clock, ring, okay? And wind, like that. And then you have ring, ring, and then you have run, carry. So you have the R sound. The next is W, in words like wind. Now, in looking at the difference between R and W, you should articulate the word and listen to yourself. That way you would know where the sound occurs. So the sound that looks like a J is the yes sound. This sound is Y sound. Okay? It looks like a J. And most of the time, you find it in most words that begin with the letter Y. But it's not in all cases. There are always exceptions. You have yam, yummy. You and yes. Sometimes you find it in words with a fusion of the long oo sound. So when you check, you see something like this. You, like that. So you have the ya sound in stew, like your ew, new, music. You find it around here, universe, Europe. You find it around here, university. These are some examples of where you find the y sound. When it goes this way, it goes with the long oo sound. When it stands alone, it doesn't occur with the long oo sound. So take note. And then you have n. In words like no, no, knowledge, and many others. Then the last other sound is Oh, I left out the m sound. Sorry, there's a sound m in words like man, monk, okay, hum. That's the m sound, okay? And then we have This sound is the sound. So you find it in words like sing, song, uncle, monkey, sing, English. Okay, that's the sound. And the last is the h sound. The h sound is found in words like hot, then hand. It's silent in words, it's not found in words like honor. It's silent here. It's not found in words like hotel. It's silent there. So take note. So these are examples of the consonant sound. We'll look at the vowel sounds briefly, and then, like for your vowel sounds, you must take note that they are divided into two, the monotones and the diphthongs. Okay, you should take note. Most of the time, when you have a sound with the two dots beside it, you know that it's a long vowel sound. Okay, and then when you don't have the sound with the two dots, you know it's short. For example, e, oo and oo, or and Then this is the short sound, okay, and that's the and that's the short This is and okay. The diphthongs you have a, I, oi, ow, o, and the sound. Okay, that's for the vowel sounds. So these are examples of the sounds in English language, the vowels which are divided into the monotones and then the diphthongs. Let's look at some questions here. It says, choose from the list of words the one that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letters underlined. Now the first word is caliph. Caliph. The PH that is underlined is pronounced f. Okay? It's pronounced f there. Caliph. And option A, opponent. B, perhaps. C, presently. D, powerful. Think again. The underlined part of the word is pronounced f. So the answer to that question is powerful. Would be right back.